welcome to our deep dive. We are so glad you are here.
We really are.
Because today, this conversation is made specially for you. Yes, you, the English learner.
Exactly. This one is for you.
Today we are looking at a great transcript from a source called Confident Voices English.
It is a fantastic source.
It really is. And our mission for this deep dive is to discover the truth. We want to find out what language fluency actually means.
Right. The real truth.
Yes. And we will also highlight some very simple daily habits. Habits to help you improve your English every single day.
I love that mission. And, I want to say something directly to you, the listener, right now.
Please do.
Learning a language is a very brave step. It really is.
Oh, absolutely.
Because think about it. In your native language, you are smart, you are funny, you know how to express yourself.
Yeah, you feel comfortable.
But then you start learning English.
Mm.
And suddenly, you feel like a child again. You cannot find the right words. It feels very vulnerable.
It is a tough feeling.
It is. But our goal today is to make that journey easier for you, to show you that you are doing great.
Okay, let's unpack this. We want to be very clear today. We are going to use simple words.
Yes, simple and direct.
We will use short sentences, and we will speak at a nice, clear pace. We want this conversation to be easy for you to follow.
That is the plan.
So, before we give you advice on how to practice, we need to define our goal.
Right. We have to know where we are going.
Exactly. What are we actually aiming for when we say the word fluency?
That is the big question.
Everyone says, I want to be fluent. But what does that really mean?
Well, according to our source, most people actually misunderstand this.
Really? How so?
Many students think fluency means knowing every single word in the English dictionary.
Oh, wow. Every word.
Yeah. And they think it means speaking perfectly, like absolutely zero mistakes ever.
I have to jump in here because, I speak English as my native language,
Right.
but I definitely do not know every word in the dictionary.
Of course not. Nobody
Feel
does.
If I try to read a heavy medical book, I am completely lost.
Exactly. So expecting a learner to know every word is just an unfair standard.
It really is. So what is the real definition?
The source says fluency just means communication. It means you can say what you think and feel and do it comfortably.
So it is about clear communication, not perfection.
Exactly. Can you order a coffee? Can you chat with a friend? Can you watch a movie and understand the basic story?
That sounds much more doable.
It is. If you can do those things, you are communicating. You are fluent.
It makes me think about driving a car.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Is fluency like driving a car? Think about it. You do not need to know how to build the engine perfectly.
Right. You just need to know how to turn the steering wheel.
Yes. You just need to know how to drive to the store. You just use the car to get where you need to go.
What's fascinating here is how this changes things. Taking away that pressure of perfection completely changes how a student feels.
It takes the heavy weight off.
Exactly. When you start trying to build a perfect sentence, your brain relaxes. And when you relax, learning is actually fun.
It becomes a joy, not a stressful test.
Yes.
Okay, so we know fluency is just clear communication.
Right.
The natural next question is about the timeline. How quickly can our listener get to that comfortable level?
The timeline. This is where things get a bit messy.
Why is that?
Because of the internet. You see these online ads everywhere.
Oh, I know the ones.
They say, become fluent in 14 days. Or learn English overnight.
Yeah, I see those all the time.
Well, the source is very clear. Those ads are a myth. They are just a lie.
A total lie.
Yes, there is no magic button. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint.
It takes steady step.
Exactly. It usually takes from 6 months to 2 years, depending on your daily practice.
But wait, let me push back a little.
Sure.
Think about our listener right now. If there is no magic button, isn't that a little discouraging?
I can see why it might feel that way.
Yeah, because many people want to learn fast. They need it for a job or for school.
Right. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, it is actually freeing.
Freeing? How do you mean?
Because it means you are not doing anything wrong.
Oh, I see.
If you buy a 14-day app, and on day 15 you still cannot speak well, what happens? You blame yourself.
You think you are bad at learning.
Exactly. But when you know there are no secret shortcuts, you stop searching for tricks. You can just relax and focus on a steady daily routine.
That is a great point. You just put one foot in front of the other.
Yes, just daily effort.
So it is a marathon. And the biggest roadblock in this marathon is usually not a lack of time.
No, it is not time.
It is the fear of messing up, the fear of making mistakes.
This is a huge issue. People are terrified of looking silly.
But the source material says it is impossible to become fluent without making mistakes.
Completely impossible.
It calls mistakes stepping stones. You have to step on them to cross the river.
I love that image. Stepping stones.
Let's use an example from the source. Sometimes a student might say, I go to the park.
Right. Instead of, I went to the park.
Exactly. Here's where it gets really interesting. When someone says, I goed, they're actually using an English rule.
Yes, they are. They added ed to talk about the past.
They remembered the rule. They just used it on an irregular word.
Which proves they are learning. It is a sign of intelligence.
And most importantly, the other person understood them. They successfully communicated.
And that is the goal. If you say, I goed, the other person will probably just say, oh, you went to the park.
Right. And then your brain hears the word went.
Exactly. That is how you learn. But if you stay quiet because you are afraid, your learning completely stops.
You never get that feedback.
Right. Mistakes are proof of active learning. You have to be brave and make them.
So what does this all mean? We need a routine, and we cannot fear mistakes.
Yes.
But what exactly should the listener do every single day?
The key word here is consistency.
Consistency.
Doing a little bit every day is much better than cramming.
Like studying for 5 hours on a Sunday.
Yes, that does not work well.
Oh.
15 to 30 minutes a day is much, much better.
It makes me think of watering a plant.
Oh, that is a great analogy.
If you have a houseplant, you give it a little water every few days, right?
Right, and it grows.
But if you give it 0 water for a month and then flood it with a whole bucket of water...
The plant will not survive that.
Exactly. Your brain is the same way. A little English every day makes it grow.
This raises an important question, though.
What is that?
If you live in a non-English speaking country, how do you immerse yourself? How do you get that daily water?
That is a great question for our listeners in Brazil or Japan or Germany.
Right. You don't need to live in London. You can bring the language into your home.
The source gives us some specific habits for this, right? Let's go through them.
Yes. Habit number 1. Change your phone language to English.
That is so simple, but so effective.
It is. You look at your phone all day, you start connecting English words to real actions.
Like pressing delete to erase a picture.
Exactly. Habit number 2 is listening to English music while you do chores, like when you are cooking.
Why music? Is it for the vocabulary?
It is mostly for the rhythm. English sounds very fast when native speakers talk. Music helps your brain get used to that natural flow.
I see. It tunes your ear to the melody of English.
Yes. Now, habit number 3 is huge. Watch movies with English subtitles.
English subtitles, not subtitles in your native language.
Correct. When you hear the fast-spoken words and read the English text at the same time, your brain connects them.
It bridges the gap between reading and listening.
Exactly. It trains your ear incredibly well.
Okay, those are 3 great habits. Phone language, music, and English subtitles.
And there is one more. This one is very powerful.
Let's hear it.
You need to start thinking directly in English.
Oh, wow. That sounds a little difficult.
It takes practice. Normally, a student sees something, thinks of the word in their native language, and then translates it to English.
Right, like a slow mental dictionary.
Exactly. But you want to remove that step. For example, if you see a cat, do not translate. Just look at the animal and think, that is a cute cat.
You connect the English words directly to the real world.
Yes. Just simple thoughts. Walk around your house, look at a chair and think, chair.
That is a brilliant way to practice, and it only takes a few minutes a day.
Right. Small habits create really big results.
They really do. Well, we have covered some fantastic ground today.
We have. I hope the listener's feeling inspired.
Me too. Let's summarize the final message from the source.
The most important thing is to believe in yourself. You do not need a special talent to learn English.
No special genes required.
Exactly. You already learned your native language perfectly. Your brain knows how to do this.
You just need patience, consistency, and you need to have fun with it.
Yes. Find music you like, watch movies you enjoy, so you stick with it.
Before we go, I want to leave you, our listener, with a new thought to ponder.
Oh, I love a good final thought.
We talked about thinking directly in English, like looking at an animal and thinking, that is a cute cat.
Right.
So consider this. Does learning a new language actually give you a slightly new personality?
Wow. That is an interesting idea.
As you practice thinking directly in English, pay attention to how you feel. Do you feel like a slightly different, maybe more confident version of yourself?
Because English has its own unique rhythm and feeling.
Exactly. When you speak it, you might find a whole new side of your personality.
That is a wonderful thing to explore.
So embrace the mistakes, enjoy the journey. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive.
Yes, thank you for listening.
We hope this was helpful. Now, go practice your 15 minutes today. You can absolutely do this. We will catch you next time.